Y'all have to transfer. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I did that. I got the number. Got that. Overhead door company. Somebody told me about. Okay. I gotta go get the safe to tissue. Didn't take my test today. Didn't do that. So I have to test tomorrow. I have to test tomorrow. Putting that for next tomorrow. I still got to go get tissue, the file cabinet, and the safe. I can do that. Test, I'm going to have to pull to the next day. T-Mobile, I'm going to call tonight. So that's going to be done. Yeah, let me cut this music down. I got to look at my phone list too. Okay. Hello, family. Hello, Granny Susie Q. Hello, Teresa. Hello, Angelette. Hello, Wendy. Yeah. Why your girl getting another side? Right here. It hurts. Oh, it hurts. You could see it like if I do this. See how red it is in there? Versus this side. You can see it's a sty forming. Oh, it hurts. Like when I close my eye and everything, it hurts really bad. Hey, Shay. Hey, girl. I so love your energy. I so love your energy. If you don't mind me asking, nope, don't worry about it. I'll ask you. Don't worry about it. So, guys, I didn't eat anything today. I literally, what did I munch on? I thought I munched on something. This is crazy. Like today, I've been on the phone all day today. Then after I got as much as I could do on the phone, I went out to handle some business. So I'm going to tell y'all what's going on with Best Buy. A good thing. And I ain't going to say it's a good thing what they did, but still I'm waiting. But I'll tell y'all that. So update from yesterday. Y'all, I didn't take my butt to sleep. And I forgot to tell my sis, I washed clothes because I folded them this morning. I washed clothes, ended up falling asleep. So I got up in the middle of the night, put them in the dryer. So when I got up this morning, I folded them and put them in her room and put mine away. I changed this light. I don't know if y'all can see. Hold on. I changed the light fixture. I hung up the thing yesterday. Y'all see that? I changed the light fixture because I needed to have something at nighttime. So I changed the light fixture. And I put up the wooden piece back up there. And I changed the light fixture in the hallway. So that light fixture that was here, y'all remember that the black one that was here that I took off, that I had them put up and I didn't like it. So I put the old school one back up there because it's flush and you can't tell. I put this LED light with the remote in here because I didn't want all the colors all over. But they're not working right. So I just put this old school one back up here because y'all see it. I put the old school one back up there, but the light is not, they're not, at first they was the same colors, and as I change them, they would change together. Now they just doing two different colors. I don't know if it's a setting I got it on or what, but okay. Let me see. See what I'm saying? Then when I go to one color, I don't know. So I keep playing with it till I try to get them together, or I get a color that looks okay together. And that's just for at night. Like if I want to cut this off and have something, because it'd be really dark at nighttime. So just a little bit, because you know I had all the different lights that went from white, like bright white, to the colors under the cabinets and under the underneath, and that was years ago. So I'm not really too much into the light thing like that. And Rizzy didn't want them in her room. I did those years ago. She just gonna get a flush mount that goes from bright, daylight, and can change colors to set the mood in a room. When you just, it's a difference between a light, especially if you want to relax. It's like certain lights that just make it feel good and cozy. So I got her a flush mount light. I don't know if I ever showed y'all that. So she'll have the recessed lights. And if she choose, because the ceilings are so low, I didn't want to do any ceiling fans or anything in here. But I don't know, because it's not like we're going to be standing on our bed. So, because the ceiling fans, where they would be, or where the holes are, would be kind of centered with my bed. Her bed, no, hers would be kind of in the middle of the floor, so it might be okay, or even over the bed. I don't know. Um, so I did that. I changed out that, put that wood piece back up there. So from a distance, let me show you. From a distance over here, you can't see the light. You know, you can't see the light. You just see the colors, and that thing is blocking, you know, the light fixture. So that's how it looks. So I think it looks better with the piece back up there. So you can't see the light shining through. You just see the light coming down. So that's why I put the piece back up there. Okay. Why did I flip it around after I changed it? So I did that. Washed clothes. Took her to get her friends. So they did play. They did do that. Took her to get the ball. Took them to have dinner. They just got Wendy's. There was some biggie bags. That's what they wanted. Because your girl wasn't cooking that day. And I took Rizzy driving. So she went driving. I tried to tell her I'll at least take her once a week for at least about 30, 40 minutes. So we drove and her friend was in the car and the friend was like, oh my gosh, my mom said I can't, she's not going to teach me until, I forgot what age she said, but she was like, I can't wait till I could or whatever. So Teresa, look at these. Glass with the bamboo top. If you know, you know, Teresa. And then I got your niecey one. This is her favorite color. She loves this blue, turquoisey, anything minty green. And in this family is RIZZY'S. That's her thing. If you notice her cups and all the stuff, I usually try to go with black. That's my thing. Like her cup, like mine, like this, hers is that color as well. But I got the black one. Then we both got these glass drinking. These are glass, and I had this for a little while with the straw. This is pretty old. I like it. This I need it for like iced coffee to just drink it, or just regular cold coffee. She has, but I think she has a purple one like this because I couldn't find the blue for that. But yeah, it's bamboo. It comes with a thick straw, and it seals really, really nice. It seals really nice. And it's glass with the silicone on the bottom, and it keeps it pretty decent. I don't take forever to drink my cold coffee, so I'm pretty good. So yeah, took her driving, came home, washed clothes, was fiddling with these lights, changed the light fixture. Mind you, I was cramping and I didn't feel like doing nothing. I was cramping, but I just can't help myself. Like, I just can't help myself. I know I told y'all that I don't know if I told y'all, but it's the top. This top right here. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? And it's real too. I lift it up and I can tell it's real wood. And it's solid, and it really suctions the liquid inside here. So I thought my windows are on track. I thought that Ryan would be able to come back on the day that the windows are supposed to be here, but he can't. He can't. Oh, this is my license, my license stuff. Before completing the licensing, when I tell y'all, oh, that was in my notebook. I'm like, where did this come from? That was in my notebook. So, once you retracted, you acting up. You're not acting up, right? This thigh hurts so bad. Like when I close my eyes and roll my eyes, it really hurts. Oh, this is what I had meant to talk to y'all about last time we was on here. So, mind you, being married, coming from out of all of that, and just having and Rizzy has been it has been, I'm not gonna say difficult, but it has been like an emotional roller coaster, because when you're used to something and then it all changes for the better, and just changes for growth or whatever you want to call it. Y'all, her last game, it was the weirdest thing, because I'm for my kids when they're doing what they're doing, and I'm that mom. I'll probably be the loudest in the stands, and not just for my daughter, but anybody on her team, because I can see who has people that are supporting them or they are able to be there. And I talked about this, but y'all, I had to literally bring it down, meaning like bring it down, like my emotions were so heavy because I just realized it was me and Rizzy, nobody else. And for my other daughters, it's always been my ex-husband, family. When I was in South Carolina, it would be my mother, my brother, you know, when he was living there and I was living there. And it would be family supporting all their games and their step teams and the stuff that they did. And now it's just me and Rizzy. And so I feel like I have to, oh gosh. This was not a part of this. I wanted to talk to y'all about this, but this is the stuff that's real that nobody talks about. Like, even if it was something that wasn't good for you and you didn't grow and you didn't get something from it, it's like the comfort of having someone there or someone around, or not feeling like you was by yourself, is kind of why a lot of women stay and a lot of people stay in situations. But I know I wanted better for me, and I couldn't be better for my kids or for my family or for who I'm supposed to be better for if I can't um give myself what I deserve. You get what I'm saying? And so when I was cheering for my baby, I'm just like, does she feel the difference of not having her sisters and other family there to cheer her on? And it's only mommy in the stands, not no grandma, not no grandmothers, nothing. It's only mommy in the stands. And the reason I can speak this is because that's all I knew for my girls. Was I've been married to him since they were little, like before school for them. You get what I'm saying? And then Rizzy came along a little later. Hold on, y'all. Oh gosh, rubbing on this eye. Y'all could see this one, and I was about to rub right across it. It's like not until I'm single and doing what I'm doing that I still did even as a married woman. Now, everything I'm doing, I still did that being married, supportive of my kids, and everything that I'm doing, I still did that. But these are the reasons why people stay. These are the reasons why people fight doing what's going to be uncomfortable and stepping out of their comfort zone. Because right now, even if she could see and understand that I know it's just me and mommy, daddy's not around, you get what I'm saying, grandma's not around, sister's not around, and all that, right now it may be an effect on her emotionally. I don't know how deep mentally. And even if it is, like, I had to make the conscious decision as an adult to do what's best, even if it might sting for a little bit. And it stings. It doesn't just sting for a little bit. If it did for her, I don't know. You know, we talk and everything, but she's not. You, any of you who have, it don't even have to be your child, but children that you love, care for, guardianship, whatever, and they are very not sensitive, what's the word, yeah, kind of sensitive to the emotions of people around them, and knowing when something ain't right, or when something is not, someone's not feeling right, or mommy, daddy, auntie, uncle, grandma, godmom, whatever. You got some kids that pick up on certain things, and Rizzy is a kid who, she will act accordingly to what she see going on with me. You know, she'll act accordingly, and it bothers me because I don't want her to mask her or negate whatever she's feeling, because she's trying to not put pressure on me, or trying to not make me feel more overwhelmed or sad. And I noticed that, so I try to talk to her more. That's why I tell y'all, it's good to let them know it's okay to share their emotions, because holding stuff in is like, it has been the death of so many, in not a physical way, but in a way where mentally people are there. I mean, physically people are there, but mentally gone. Physically people are there, but emotionally gone, because they have been around people that don't allow them to feel, or make them feel some type of way for being able to feel. And it sucks, because if we can feel more and be open with what we're feeling, if people truly love you and they're rocking with you and they're down for you, they're going to help you to be able to change the feeling if it's not a good feeling, and they can help with that, or help you to feel differently in the feelings that you desire to have, can be more prevalent than the feelings that you don't want, but you hide them or mask them because you're afraid of what people is going to think. You're afraid of how people's going to feel about you, or feel like you're weak. And today when I went to Best Buy, do you know the guy at Best Buy, the young man started crying, like I seen him tearing up, and he was like, I'm so sorry, and then he made me start crying, because he was like, I'm going through so much. And I was like, me too, man. Like, so we, oh gosh. I was like, me too, man. Like, it's just like, I'm trying to figure out what God is doing. And I know I say this to y'all, but talking to one of y'all earlier, I know sometimes for a person's financial situation, you know, that's not even a realm as far as money wise where you can ever be like where you at, or it's like they lost more or went through much more of a loss than you. And I get it, but I had to tell myself, like, even if we lose on different levels, because everybody makes different money and got different income and all that, a loss is still a loss to a person, regardless of how big or small, because my loss might be small, but in my realm, in my lane, and your loss might be in your realm, and your lane might be small to you, but to me it might be huge. You get what I'm saying? To me it might be huge. And so when we were talking, I was just trying to say, like, I can't, because of all that I'm going through, I see him tearing up, and he was struggling not to cry. And he said, you know what I mean? And he said it again. So I know that the first time he told me that he was telling the truth. He was like, you know how many people walk in here and talk to me any old kind of way and curse me out? He was like, when I seen you come in, all I said was, oh, there she goes. I couldn't get mad because you've never disrespected me. You never yelled at me. You never came at me or used profanity or anything like that. I just knew I needed to handle whatever issue we need to handle. And he was like, I just thank you once again for being patient with me. And so, you know, we were talking, and it took him a minute, but he said to me, he said, I'm willing to try everything I can. Because I was saying my phone was broken. I think I told y'all that. And he was showing me all the little phones and stuff they had, because we had to go to the section to use that computer by the phones. And I was like, oh, what a coincidence. I forgot Best Buy sold phones. And I was like, shoot, I do need a new phone, you know. My phone is broken, SD card done, you know, I don't know, still don't know if I can recover that, you know, kind of tell me. He's like, oh, really? What kind of phone is it? So we talked for a minute, and I was telling my big sis about it. I was like, he was saying he was going to try to see if he can accommodate me by giving me a phone without me paying for it. And there was only, I think they were on sale that time for the phone that I needed, because I don't do iPhones. I do Android, and I have like a S10. So I try to keep my phone as long as I can. I don't try to keep up with nothing. If it works and I can record and do all the things I can on it and edit, I'm good. So the next phone with Android jumps to like 20, I think, or something like that. See, I don't even know, 20 something, whatever. And so he was showing me, and I was like, oh, okay. He was like, well, let me see. I'll put it into the manager to see what he can do. Well, he couldn't do that, right? And I said, well, why didn't you call me, Logan? He was like, it's been a lot. I know I should have called you. He's like, I was kind of hoping you were going to come in. I thought that when you said that your guy was going to come Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday, that meant you were, no, when you said Monday or Tuesday, I thought you were going to come let me know that they did it because you didn't know which day. I said, no, I didn't know which day, but I did know it will be one of those days. That's why I told you to schedule the installation for the appliances anytime after that. He was like, oh, okay. I'm so sorry. I said, don't say you're sorry. And he was like, but I really, really am. And I said, yeah. I said, I just try to tell people, none of us are sorry. We all make mistakes and we all go through stuff. Don't call yourself sorry. I know you apologize and I know you genuinely mean it. And I know that you literally only have so much you can do. And that's why I'm being patient with you. But I don't desire to leave here without answers today. And he was like, and I understand. I said, so if you got to get a piece of paper, we need to write down who you talked to last and what they say or whatever, and then he said, we can't do the phone. And I was looking like, he's like, yeah, we can't do the phone. He said, for us to just give you the phone. See, let me just show y'all how sometimes when we're in our emotions or whatever, let me show you what happened. So when he said he can't give me the phone, he said, yeah, they won't be able to do the $4.99 for the phone. And I was like, okay. And so still trying to be calm and be patient. I'm like, okay, I'm buying ice, I'm buying water, constantly. So he was like, yeah, I know. He was like, yeah, they said it's not a way for them. I forgot he explained it though. And I said, okay. Okay. And so we started talking about the scheduling again. He was like, I can get that done today and whatever. So after we started talking about the scheduling, and then I asked him, I said, how is your brother doing? Because I remember one week I came in and he was like, I'll be leaving for the weekend to go help my brother move away and pack up. And that's where he got teary-eyed. He had said that he felt like, heavy because his brother is now far away from him. I said, really? He was like, yeah. And then that was kind of what he was talking about. And then he was apologizing and saying, I'm sorry, I'm just still dealing with that. He's doing okay. We know he's going to go. I don't remember if he went to college or I don't remember where his brother went. I don't remember. And excuse me, y'all. And so we kept talking, and I just left it alone. Because I remember telling him, I'm going to leave it in your hands to make it right by me. And so I could have got an attitude and was like, what you mean for you not, you can't do that. I didn't say anything. So we started talking and I flipped it and we started talking about him just so I can calm myself and figure out what's my next thing going to be. What can I say or how I'm going to go from here? And so he went and he said, come over here, let's see, I gotta look in the computer, let me see what we can do. He was like, but I don't know if we could do that. And he was like, we might be able to do a mixture of a gift card and maybe a couple hundred back to your is it MasterCard, Visa? I still haven't gotten the card. Okay. I had to call them today to get them to send me out a new one. So long story short, Logan did all he can, went and got a man, and he was back there for a minute. So I know, because this man, the man that I thought he was talking to happened to be the man that was talking to him. When I was talking to him in the front, there was a guy standing there like kind of, and I'm glad I didn't say, you ever be talking to a representative in a store and another representative is just standing there, and they're standing there in a way that's like, either he a supervisor or he just real nosy. Like, that's the way he was standing there. And I wanted to be like, hey, how are you? Or something. Because he was like drinking and stuff like. And just all in the conversation. I was just like, okay. Because he like right in front of me. Logan is right here sitting in the chair. Like right here sitting in the chair in front of me. And then he's standing up behind this little service desk thing over there. Look straight at me while Logan's talking. And I'm like, Okay, like why is this man I'm talking, he's like looking straight at me like, and kept drinking. I'm just like, okay, it's because I thought Logan was one of the managers. Why is this guy standing there like that? Like that's not how he would train someone. Come to find out, he was over Logan, and he had to be the one that Logan went and talked to. So when he came out and said somebody's gonna help me, I seen that guy disappear when he left. And so he said, hey, go over there by the back wall by those TVs at where it says checkout at that register, and I'm gonna meet you right there. So I'm standing there, I'm talking to my sister, telling her what's going on so I can have somebody on the phone or whatever. And it was a minute. I'm talking about like 15, 20 minutes. I'm like, okay. I still gotta go to the grocery store. I still gotta Brizzy want me to practice with her, doing her serving and setting and all this before 5 o'clock. Mind you, it's like 3 something. So and I've been downtown, the city hall, the court building, all this other stuff before all this. Like and before that I was on the phone with the water company, sewer company, registered agents, trying to figure out these LLCs and the fees, and like today has been busy for me. So I'm like, okay, all right. Telling my sister the whole situation. I'm like, well, at least this will give him time to come out. So he comes out. He said, hey, I had to have him come out and help me. He's going to help me, show me how to do this for you. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do for you. Hold on, just give me a second. And so he typing and they talking and they typing and talking. And he was like, oh, let's go over to that computer over there. I'm like, okay. So we go over. So we went from one space to another to a third space. So we over there. And he was like, what phone was it that you said you wanted? And I was like, I don't know. I told you the phone I got, and you told me the next one up, and we talked about it. He's like, oh, I thought we looked at it. I said, we didn't look at any. And he was like, oh, so he's showing me a couple phones. And he was like, you know what? Let me see something. So he go back to the desk, and the guy was like, so what you want to do? You want to talk in their language. So the guy grabs a phone, and he was like, he swiped it. And so when he swiped it, the computer said something. He's like, yeah, we're not gonna be able to do it that way. So something happened. Then the guy was like, nope, I know another way to do it. So he clicking and ticking and clicking. And he was like, we are so sorry. I just hope everything get better for you and everything moves smooth. I was like, thank you. So he clicking and ticking. So he comes back and he gives me this. Let me make sure ain't none of my information on here. I'll just fold it. This is Best Buy. I'm gonna just fold this and show y'all what he returned to me. You see that? Making sure. Yeah, ain't nothing on there really that I'm showing y'all. Y'all see that? That's what he returned to me. Y'all see it? But that's not it. That's not it. He also gave me a gift card for $100. So $700 was returned to me off my appliances for the inconvenience and what I went through. And I was appreciative of that because that was actually more than the phone that he was going to give me that was for something, $4.99 or something like that. So yeah. So he had to do everything over for the Samsung stove and these all the receipts. So he had to do everything over. He actually, yeah, I think I left that gas line. I think I left the gas line in the store. He gave me the gas line for when they bring the stove just in case. He's like, they should be able to use that one, but just in case, I'm going to give you one so you will have it. Unless it's in my car, I think I left it on the counter because I don't see it. And I think it, hold on. Y'all, I think I left that gas line in the store. I think I left it. Because it would be in the car. No, I would have, because I have a bag that I keep in the car because I realized I'd be having a million things to bring back in the house. I had the notebook, the legal papers, and all this other stuff. It was a lot. So, yeah, I think I think I left it on the counter. he gonna be there till Friday. That's the only place it could be. So, because right after I left there, I went to Aldi's and went to the grocery store. That's the only place it could be. So, long story short, I'm just learning that my blessings have been coming through my, have been, I want to say have been. I hope they don't continue to be like this through my struggles. They have been. I wasn't expecting to get that back. I wasn't. So technically my refrigerator, or was it the, so technically my refrigerator, basically he almost took off half of that because that was on sale. So it ended up being like $6.99 or something like that. Yeah. And when I got the refrigerator, because I don't remember, I told you how one side is bigger than the other, and it's a slimmer refrigerator. I didn't mind the depth because it didn't bother me. It didn't come out that wall as much. But this refrigerator, you see, is a slimmer refrigerator. So like one side is smaller than the other side. You see what I'm saying? This side is a little bit smaller, and that's what I needed, because I needed it to just be a certain thickness. It couldn't be the real big one, but it works for me and Rizzy. It's perfect size for us, but it's not counter depth. The one I had in my old house was counter depth, so it came out right to the end of the counter, and it didn't expand that extra like 6, 7, 8 inches. I don't know if y'all can tell this side, but it comes out a pretty decent amount. So yeah, I really like that, and it actually was more than the one that I wanted, but he had altered the price and took off like $500 in the beginning when I was ordering it. So that was one thing. So that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Yeah, so that's that. I did get a good discount. We had a great conversation. He apologized several times, and the guy did, and he said he'll be keeping me posted. The text message I got said they can't deliver it till September 20th, but he's like, please disregard that. I'm gonna do everything I can to well, he's gonna email the third party supervisor and see if they can push it up and come. First they're gonna come and swap out that refrigerator, so they can have it here before they come to do the stove and the microwave and the dishwasher, so that way you know, that is here. We ain't got to worry about that still coming. And he said Geek Squad could do that because they have that in their store, but the other items are in the warehouse. The Samsung microwave and the stove are in the warehouse, but the dishwasher is fine. That's in there. It just haven't been hooked up because it needs a water line from the sink or whatever. So y'all, I did some pricing. Let me tell you what I was about to do last night. I was about to order some contact paper. You see, y'all know I love my shirts. I'm doing this so y'all can read it. I was about to order some contact paper last night, and I see some really cute contact paper, but I had to think to myself. I said, self, I need to hold on, y'all. So I had got one of these from Dollar Tree, and I've used not this one, but they used to have a clear like type one that you can like laminate stuff manually or whatever. But I see a lot of people using this, and my thing is just to protect the inside of your drawers so they can be wipeable and kind of waterproof. So here I am. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna keep spending $1 on these, well, $1.25 on these when I can go to Amazon and get a big roll of it, right? So I'm seeing some really nice ones, and I'm like, oh, that's only $13, or oh, that's only $15 for a row of 197 inches. And in my brain, I'm like, oh, 197 inches is pretty long, which in inches it is, because this from there to there is a nice 119. So that's almost going across here twice, right? So in my brain, I'm like, oh, okay. So when I seen this, I never thought, I'm like, 1.5 yards. So that's 3.5 feet. So that's 42, about 40, is that 42, 36, 37? Am I going crazy, y'all? 1, 2, 3, yeah. Yeah. See, I was right, and I didn't guess myself. 42 inches, right? I said, whoa. This is 18 inches by 42 inches, but it says 18 by 1.5 yards. So I'm thinking to myself, I said, wait a minute. The main one that you'll see when you go on Amazon is 17 inches, and I've seen 15.6 inches by 118. I said, wait a minute. For 17.7 by 118 is like the cheapest I seen for some decent ones that had good reviews was like $8.99, $11.99. Ones that didn't have ugly colors. I'm not really too much of a fond of the marble like that. But I like that it's white, it's bright, and it kind of can go with anything. You don't really have to worry about the color, and it's easy to wipe off, and it's inexpensive. So I said, wait a minute. If I buy 5 of these, you get what I'm saying? That's only going to be $6.25. Nope, I'm lying. Yeah, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why do I keep doing that, y'all? And that is going to be 200 and something, almost 300 inches. I'm going to Dollar Tree to get my contact paper. And I'm just throwing this out there because I remember when I was younger and I used to go in the grocery store with my grandfather, and y'all probably heard me say this before. He would always say, baby, stop looking at the box. Like the box. Like this, meaning the box. Like these are both boxes of cereal, right? And I'm like, ooh, granddaddy, let's get this one. And he like, no, baby, we're getting this one. And I never understood. I'm like, but granddad, it's a lot more. No, it's a bigger box. Baby, look at the ounces. You know, and that's in that with chips and everything. Anything. Look at the ounces and don't just grab just because it looks like a deal, right? So this box might say 9 ounces, right? This box might have less of outer packaging and might say 9.8 ounces or 9.5 ounces. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. And I've learned, like, sometimes we get excited when we go in certain stores or certain places, like, oh, that's a lot. Because we do know that these rolls don't come big with a whole bunch on them. So in your brain, you thinking you're going to spend more, but you got to look at the size. This is 42 inches. So 3 of these is the size of, and actually more because it's 18 inches. Because some of them are, like I said, are like 15. So this is 3 inches wider than the one on Amazon. And then you got 42 inches. So 3 of these is still going to be cheaper than buying the 17.7 or whatever, 17.5 by 118 inches. Dollar Tree. So this is what I'm going to be putting inside my cabinets. I'm probably going to get about 5 or 6 more of these. Because I know, you got cabinets. This stuff going to be used. This ain't something you would waste. I got underneath these cabinets all these drawers and all up there. And you know what I'm saying? All the different places in this cabinet that's in front of me. Definitely. And I definitely want to, if I don't do it before this weekend, I want to go and I'm going to go live and have y'all come with me. So we're going to probably do where I tell y'all what time I'm going to do it, probably on the weekend, and go into the store and shop for swatches and probably get a couple different paints to see how I want to paint it. Because I do want to paint this before. Y'all think I should paint it after they finish all that sanding and stuff or before? Because this still is not finished. They got to tape and mud. See, I've never had to, like with the kitchen, gut. Like when I gutted everything, it was completely gutted and everything just went back up. It wasn't all this process. So it's like, and they clean right up. So it was like, okay, time to paint the cabinets or whatever, or time to, actually, I'm lying, backwards, back up. The cabinets I had last time, I didn't have to paint. It was stuff I had to paint, like the walls, but I didn't have to paint the cabinets because I bought them white. So that was a good thing. But painting these, When I had my house in South Carolina, see, the house was already up too. So we just knocked down, this was when we was in our 20s, our first house. We just knocked down the wall and had it rebuilt, and then there was no social media back then. And we painted, so I didn't have to worry about the dust. So now I'm trying to figure out, do I want to paint before I have this finished, because I'm gonna feel some type of way that I paint and then all that dust settles in the crevices of my new paint job. What y'all think? Yeah, I think so. I think I'll wait. Hold on. 640. Yes, favor. Thank you. Exactly. No new phone, trying to stick with my phone. Girl, trust the process. Thank you, Angelette. But he ain't thinking about her. Who ain't thinking about who? Oh my, you're telling my story. Keep talking to her. Let her express her feelings, please. Telling your story. Talk to me, Angelette. Talk to me, Angelette. Oh, I am cheering for my chair. Cheering for my chair, but she knows that you have her no matter what. You need help and it's tugging at your heart. I know that feeling because my granddaughter is in that boat. Wants her dad. Yes, I've been exactly there with my son. It will get better. It's tough times, sometimes lonely, and we hurt for what we know they miss. Yes, girl. Yes, Angela. Sissy, it's okay. Let it out. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Um, so that's what I think I'm gonna do. I think I might wait, y'all. This music ain't loud. Y'all don't hear the music loud, right? Y'all, why did I can't remember if I ever had this. I want some fried chicken so bad. So probably tonight when I come back from RIZZY'S game. RIZZY has a game tonight, so I'm gonna be actually getting up and leaving in a bit because I think the game starts at like 7-ish, 7 something. So I'll be leaving soon. I don't know if I had these from Aldi's. Have you had these from Aldi's? I had the dirty rice, but I don't think I had the red beans and rice. Is it a double back? Yep, it's a twice as nice guarantee. I don't think I had these, but I wanted some fried chicken. So I bought some wings. They didn't have the little packs. They had the big packs. So I got the big pack. I'm gonna cut those up, bag the ones that I don't use up, because I think she wants. I think she was hinting towards some spaghetti, and I have Italian sauces and some kibasi, and I'm gonna make a little small spaghetti for us. Um, but yeah, I want some fried chicken, and I probably do red beans and rice and a small salad or something like that. Cause I was just gonna do a salad and chicken, but I just wanted something else. So, have you tried the red beans and rice from Aldi? It's probably good. The dirty rice is good. I put the spicy sausage in that, and it's really good. So, I don't know. But it was something else I wanted to talk to you about. So I talked to you about how I feel. Talk to you about this. Talk to you about how I try to write stuff down when I think about stuff. Did I say, yeah, Ryan can't come back for a little bit. So it might be like the windows are supposed to be here next week. And soon as I was feeling a little emotional about that, it was like I heard something say, it's all for a reason. It's all for a reason. Because I'm like, everything was moving smooth. I just got them to come back, really? And he was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I got mixed up. I won't be able to come back because I already dedicated my time to do something on this Thursday and Friday, which is when the window's supposed to come Thursday. And then the week after is our yearly family camping trip. So it would have to be basically 2 weeks away. I'm like, okay. 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 I don't, all I can say is I don't know what's happening. I'm just going to say I believe it's good, but I don't know what's happening. So, yeah. Then there's that. Let's see. Oh, hold on there. Sending me something. Y'all still here? I don't see nobody responding. Angelette, I had responded to you. I had asked you a question. I don't know if y'all hear me. I talked about the pain. Am I talking to myself? Remember this happened before. I can't tell. Like, this is being real funky right now. It's being real funky right now. Don't like it, but it's being real funky. Let me text Rizzy real quick. on here. Y'all see that thumbnail? Listen, that garage is so big. I cannot wait to the day when I'm able to really get it clean and get it nice and neat and park in there. But then, y'all, I was seeing that there's a lot of people who convert their garages into many uh houses. Like that garage is big and it has a lot of space up. Um what am I trying to say? Like many apartments or something. Like I seen something where somebody converted their garage into two small one bedroom apartments. And what was it? I think it was on YouTube. And she converted her garage, and what she did was after she converted it to two one bedroom apartments, they was like two one bedrooms with lofts, really nice, like two tiny homes kind of. And it was smaller than my garage, and she rented them out each for like 8 something. I was like, okay. I told y'all in the future, the land around me, I have some great ideas for some things. But that's gonna be in the future. I ain't gonna say way in the future because I ain't gonna speak it that far away. I just know in the future. But yeah, hey Wendy, I'm glad you are reaching out and let me know that you're here and I'm not talking to myself because I do feel like I'm talking to myself. But you ended up reading what I meant above it. Similar situation with my teen son and you. Oh, got you. Got you. Okay. This thing is so delayed, y'all. This thing is so delayed. So is my music loud? So if I didn't go that route, I definitely want to redo the floors, have it painted, sealed up. The roof needs to be done, patched and fixed or whatever. I noticed the soffits is missing around the roof in a lot of areas, but when I look up in that loft thing in the garage, there's a lot of soffit pieces, and there's some over on that shelves over there that I swept out underground. So that's a good thing. It's a lot of stuff. Even he told me when he was doing the door, he was like, you don't have to really buy no J channels, and there's some extra siding and stuff up there. He was like, so that's a good thing. I do know that I probably do want to change. I definitely do want to change the color of the house. And I know it's going to be a lot of siding pieces that I do have to repair. I do have to get new gutters. Some of the gutters are shot. I don't know if I showed that one to y'all that fell off the side of the house on this side. And I really need to get that put back up. I do, like, because that can cause, y'all know, I don't even want to speak it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. So it's just a lot. It's a lot of you know what, I'm gonna stop saying that. There's many things that need to be tended to. I don't know, I'm trying to say it a different way because I hate saying that, because when you say the word a lot, it makes it feel overwhelming as well. So yeah. But I definitely do desire to have a nice, organized, clean garage where I can do my work in and build the stuff that I like to build, that I've been building for years. So I definitely want to do that. Definitely want to do that. And what else? It was something else I wanted to share with y'all. I forgot. Let me look. I did tell y'all about the adjustment for the sewer and the water. How to build 140 something, y'all gonna adjust it 30 something. But I was telling my sisters, I said, you can see my bills for the last 2 months. So even though I don't have a long history to look at, you can see what me and my daughter have been accumulating or consuming, and the guy was like, yeah, he was like, well, we're gonna have to put another dispute in to get a higher adjustment, so wait until you call the sewer company because the sewer works off of the water. So I have to wait 2 more weeks. He said you gotta wait 2 weeks before they send you a letter to let you know how much more they're gonna adjust it, and then after that you can contact the sewer company. I was telling my sister, I said, the thing I don't like is the stuff that I've been dealing with. I'm not gonna say now. The stuff that I've been dealing with up until this point has not been things where I can say, okay, that's done, don't have to worry about that no more. It's like I have to handle stuff and then everything is there's still a connection. Like Okay, he gave me the adjustment, but I still gotta wait to hear back from them when they're gonna install this. You get what I'm saying? Okay, I called to try to settle the situation with the Best Buy situation with the card, but I still have to call back because he couldn't take my payment in the store, and the adjustment that they made, it didn't make sense. So I was trying to pay one thing, but it was supposed to be something else. So I still got to call them back again. Like, it's just like, can I just handle stuff and it just check off, check off? Like, that's what I want. That's the stuff I like. I like to be able to say, oh, did this, that's done. Don't have to worry about it, because there's so many things that, and this is me. Today I didn't study. I did not study. I didn't get to study at all. I didn't contact State Farm. I'm gonna contact them in the morning because the office, I know she said the office closes at 4:35 anyways. Um, I didn't get to study. Like I said, I didn't call State Farm. And I did get the lady's information so I can go recover my stuff off my phone. So I'm gonna call her tomorrow. I was talking to my sister and realized it was after 5, and I remember her telling me she closes at 4. So I missed that because I was downtown trying to do this stuff with the taxes and the exemptions and all that stuff. And like I said, you get people telling you, oh, this is the address. Oh, Google it. And then you get there and it's not the right address. Oh, they forgot to change it in Google. It's actually up the road and turn left. And I'm like, really? Then you get in the building and you say, hey, where's the, one lady said it's the auditors. The other lady says the assessor's office. I'm just like, okay, which one is it? Like, it's on the 3rd floor. And I think it's, just look for the assessor's office. I was like, no, auditor's office. I said, okay, get up there. They was like, no, it's not auditors. It's 2nd floor. It's the assessor's office. First, I went to, I was at City Hall because I know in South Carolina and in New York, City Hall is where you did your taxes and stuff. No, not here. It's all separate. You got the courthouse. You got the the main police station, you got the courthouse, you got City Hall, you got the county office building. I'm like, this place ain't that big. Y'all don't need all these buildings. Like, why y'all can't just put all this stuff in one building? Like, why we have to be all over the place like this? Like, y'all doing too much. So it's hot as heck, going through, doing all that, trying to get this stuff situated. Get to the assessor's office. Now, remember the lady when I closed on the house, she said, don't forget, before December. So that's been sitting on my brain. Oh, I got to go downtown anyways and handle this. I never really been downtown. I got to go downtown and handle this. So since I'm down there, I need to find out where I go to handle this. So when I get out and it says the police station and it says City Hall, so police station and City Hall is together, I was like, oh, City Hall, boom, I should be able to go here to do. It's like, no, you got to go across the street, up the road, turn right, and right there by the, I'm like, and then that wasn't the right instructions. So it's hot. It's hot outside. I'm trying to finish all this after I've been irritated on the phone with T-Mobile and the water company and the register agents and all that. So I'm like, okay. I got to handle this. I need to feel like I lifted some type of load for today. And my next step was, before I return home, I got to go to Best Buy. And before I leave Best Buy, I need to go get the groceries that I need to get. So Best Buy, was in there for about an hour and some change. And I mean, that was a good thing. But I did go and get the paper for it. But she was like, oh, what's your address? You know, ask me my name and all. I said, okay. So I'm giving everything. And I was like, so is it something I have to pay, or is it something I have to sign? No, everything is done. They actually, you were signed up and approved when you bought the house. And I was like, I thought this was a little different. I said, I thought I was. So why did I have to come? She said, well, we just want you to come in case there's other exemptions you may qualify for. So she asked me, was I disabled? Was I a veteran? Was I blind? And something else, because she was saying something about getting free thermal heating. So I was like, no. She was like, that's basically why. And I'm looking at this paper like, this is the same paper I got during closing. I have this paper. So I just wasted my time having this on my brain for months. And I'm like, oh, I haven't been able to get downtown, or had nothing to do downtown. So it never was like, okay, let me just go do it. Because I kept saying, I still got time. I still got time. So I went today, and I was just like, so I went up and downstairs and trying to find this building all, and I didn't really need to come. And I said, and this was the kicker. I said, so do I do this every year? She's like, no, you just do it once. And then in case you know, gift the house or sell the house or do something with the deed, that's the only other time you would have to come in and inform us. Other than that, no, you don't do nothing else. Y'all should have seen me drive around that building. I was driving around the building, and all I kept seeing was 2-hour parking signs. And I said, okay, I don't see any meters. What is happening? I didn't know. I don't know. Every city and state is different the way they do stuff. So I'm like, I don't see any meters. Like, where do I pay? Like, I don't want to get told or anything like that. So I pulls up, and I see this old couple coming out, and they happen to be the car right next to where I see a parking spot. They're right, like if I park, they'll be directly in back of me on the side of this little cafe restaurant or whatever. So he was like, no, it's free. No, you don't pay for parking out here. It's free. So what happens is you sit for 2 hours. And so I've never heard of this. Tell me, do they do this where you at? He said they'll come around, they'll put a chalk line on your tire. And then he said, chalk line on your tire, do something with the tire, or mark your tire, something like that. And then they'll leave and come back in 2 hours. I said, how do they do that if it's multiple cars pulling up at different time increments? Like, he was like, and they'll just come back to see what the marking said, to see, oh, I guess, yeah, duh, if they put the time on it, then if they'll keep coming back. But that means they'll keep coming back to check and see if new cars come, because if I pull in at 12 o'clock and then somebody pulls in at 12:15, I'm still good, but you can't back again. You get what I'm saying? Whatever. I didn't know anything about the marking of the tire. Never heard of that. And it was an older couple. It was a sweet little beautiful couple. Are you in a small city? Yeah. I was like, okay. All right. She was like, so you're fine. You should be able to get in there and do what you need to do and come out, and you won't have to worry. I said, okay. So I went and did what I had to do. So it was just really weird. I was so nervous, like, okay, I hope he knows what he's talking about, because that's when I went into the courthouse or whatever. So yeah, that was a whole nother different experience. But yeah, that's what it was like for me today. It's 7 o'clock, and I want to be a little early. I don't want to be walking in her game late, so I'm getting ready to head off. I just want to give you a little bit of updates of what's going on, what's happened with Best Buy, what's my plans. Y'all didn't respond about the painting in the drywall. Maybe because y'all don't know what to respond. I don't know. But I think I might have to wait to paint until at least the drywall is finished, because I don't want to be wiping off my new painted cabinets with the drywall dust. Unless we do some major taping up when they get to sanding, but that's going to be just, I don't know. I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I got to go. Can't miss my baby's game. And did she text me? Hold on. She probably still practicing. Can't miss her game. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. That's kind of what's going on and what's been happening for me today. Have a great night, Justine. Have a great night, Justine. Have a great night, Angela. Much love. Have fun at the game. I'll be cheering her on as well. Thank you so much, Shay. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Have a good night. I will see you guys later, Gators. I got to. Gizzo.